If you want to know what it takes and what you're going to need to start off your journey as a new animator, well, stay tuned because this video is for you. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation, and if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. And if you are new to animation or you want to start off this journey, well, first of all, this video is for you. But second of all, I've got some great news for you. You may feel that there's so many things that you need to buy, for instance, software, hardware, etc. And I've got some great news for you. I compiled a list of free software. It is a list of freeware, so it is not pirated copies, but it's actually software made available for free to the public, and it's software from 2D animation, 3D animation, script writing, storyboarding, audio recording and mixing for your voiceovers, video editing to edit your final animation. All of the software, I compiled a list of free software. So if you want that list, just click in the description box below. I will send you that list and you'll have all the software that you're going to need to start off your animation journey. So make sure you click on that link in the description box below. Now today I'm going to talk to everyone who wants to start out in animation, who wants to start off this journey and they don't know what they're going to need. So I'm going to give you a list of physical things that you're going to need, for instance, software, etc. But then also like your attitude, what you're going to need as a person, as an animator, what qualities you're going to need also. So I want to add that as well because I think that is also important, because if you don't, you can have all the gear, but if you don't have the right attitude, you're not going to be a successful animator and you will quit along the way. So I'm going to share that all with you. Now the first thing you need to decide is, are you going to do 2D animation or 3D animation? So that really will determine a lot of the other factors you're going to need to consider as well. So you need to find out, do you want to do 2D animation or 3D animation? If you haven't decided yet, or you really never animated before and you want to start off, well, I will recommend 2D animation because it is easier to learn, and you'll learn also the basics of animation that you can carry over into 3D animation later on if you want to do that. So I do recommend start off with 2D animation, but yeah, the first thing you need to decide is 2D animation or 3D animation. Then obviously what you're going to need is a computer. It doesn't matter if you use Windows or a Mac, that doesn't matter, but you're going to need a computer that will be able to do the work that you're going to need to do. For instance, if you're going to do 3D animation, you're going to need a very powerful computer with a very good graphics card. Otherwise, you're really going to struggle. So make sure that the computer that you're going to get, the PC you're going to get, can do the work, can carry the load that you're going to throw at it, and so that is very important. So you're going to need a computer. To be honest with you, gone are the days where you do 2D animation by hand. It is so much easier just to use the software. There's many softwares available out there, and that is the third thing you're going to need is software. So once you know whether you want to do 2D or 3D animation, now you need to go and get a software. So again, that list that I've mentioned in the beginning of this video, there's a list of free software. So maybe start off with that. Start off with free software. For instance, with the 3D software, there's Blender, which is free, and it is a great way for you to have a 3D software and to start working with it and learning with it. So you're going to need a software. Now, it's not just only your animation software. Again, you're going to need script writing software, storyboarding software, video editing, audio recording and mixing. There's a lot of things that goes into an animation project than just the animation process. So you're going to need a lot of software, so that list of mine will really help you and get you going. But that is the third thing that you're going to need, is software. Then you're going to need hardware. For instance, if you do 2D animation, you need to draw your characters. You need to draw your backdrops. If you do 3D animation, you're going to need to model or sculpt your characters. And for that, you're going to need a drawing tablet. So a drawing tablet isn't a must. If you do 2D animation, I did a video whether you or how you can create props and characters without having a drawing tablet, so I'll put that link right here, so go check it out. And that is something that you can that you don't have to have it, but it will really speed up your process. It really helps. I have to say that I did my animations in the beginning without a drawing tablet. So I drew all my characters and props with my mouse, which really wasn't easy. But to have the drawing tablet, it really speeded up my process. It really helped. My artwork does look better. So it does help, but it doesn't. You don't really need it. You can animate without it. So maybe just start off with animation, and later down the line you can get yourself a drawing tablet. Then another thing you're going to need is training. You're going to need some help. To be honest with you, you can learn from YouTube, but it's so all over the place, because the problem with YouTube, and believe me, I have watched a lot of YouTube videos. I've learned a lot from YouTube. The problem is that every video is a topic specific. For instance, this video is about timing. The next one is about storytelling. The next one is about 12 principles of animation. So it is really all over the place. So what you're going to need is something that takes everything and brings it together, so that you can learn everything at once. Because as a new animator, you don't know what to search for. So you're just going along the way, search for things on YouTube, and but you're going to miss a lot of things. So I truly believe that online courses is a great way for you to learn. That is how I started, and if it wasn't for the online courses that I took, I promise you I wouldn't have been where I am today. So online courses is a great tool for you. Or you don't have to take online courses. Maybe you can go on Amazon and look for animation books. There's a lot of books that you can read that will also help you. But training is really helpful, and I truly believe it is vital for you to really start off with correctly. So on my website, in the link or in the description below, there's a link to my website to all my online courses. So I do have some available, but I also have 2 other websites that also sell online courses. More variety, for instance, 3D animation, courses on other animation software. So if you don't use the software that I use, you can go take one of their courses. I do recommend 2D Animation 101 and Blooper. Those are the 2 that I've got on my website as well that you can check out. So the training is really important, so go check it out. So that is basically the physical things that you're going to need: the computer, the software, the hardware, etc., and also some training. But then there's more than that you're going to need as a new animator. The first one is creativity. If you're not creative, you're really going to struggle, because not just you're going to need creativity to come up with a story. You need to be creative to come up with characters and what they should look like. You need to be creative when it comes to the plots of your storyline. There's so many aspects where you need to be creative. Now you can get people that can write the script for you, or you can go and purchase characters and scenes and props online if you can't draw. So you can bypass it, but even when you animate, you need to tell the story physically. Your character, I always say, can your character tell a story without any dialogue? So you need to be creative as well. So that is one aspect that you're really going to need. Then another thing you're going to need is patience. And I've learned this from day one, because I've done music videos as a job in the past. I'm also a sound engineer. So I've done a lot of music videos for clients. And then I've made my first animation was a music video as well. Now, normally the longest a music video took me to produce is a week. So it's about 2 days of filming, 2 days of editing and color grading, and maybe another day for making changes that the client wants. So normally a music video will take me maximum 1 week or 5 days. And with my first animation that I did, it took me 8 months. So the animation process is really long. It is time consuming and you need patience. It does take long. You're not going to have results overnight. To create an animation, it does take time. And it's not just because it's time consuming, because you learn a lot. There's sometimes you need specific movements that you need to animate, and you really struggle to get it right. So you sometimes have to scratch and start over again, and you need to work. You need to work and fix mistakes. And for instance, I remember one time I just wanted the character that's sitting on the bed to jump off the bed. A simple movement, but it took me so long to create that simple movement, because whatever I did, it just didn't look right. So sometimes you need patience just by animating a small movement. So you're really gonna need some patience when you do animation as well. And then finally, what you're gonna need is to practice a lot. You're only going to get better at animation if you practice every single day, or at least 2-3 times a week. So you need to practice. For instance, in the beginning, when you do a walking cycle, that walking cycle will look terrible, but the more you do it, the better it will look. So practice is also something that you're going to do or need to do as much as you can. So guys, that is basically what you're going to need to start off your journey as a new animator. Let me know in the comments below if I've maybe left out anything, or other things that really helped you, maybe hardware, maybe any other thing. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And so from me, till next time, God bless and happy animating.